this morning in the field with the big rock. We had oats planted in a little more than half of this field 2 years ago. Maybe it was just 2 years ago. And where we had those oats planted at, we never sowed it back to grass, but it's grown a lot of fescue. And it's actually kind of that side over there. And there's a great bunch of clover in most of that on that side. Not on this side. So, got me thinking about interseeding clover into it if I could keep from killing it by spraying some stuff on it to keep the thistles back. Anyway, June 21st, down here trying to get this made up. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I'm just kind of getting started. I've got this whole hayfields down here to do. We knew it as Tommy's hayfield. There's 4 pieces, one across the creek there, one across the creek to the west and south of here, and then a field over. Just it meets up with this one on that side. Now maybe I'll get a little video of baling something over here, or at least a video when I finish today. Working along trying to get this stuff put up. We're getting a stretch. This is Tuesday, so it's the kind of the beginning of the second full week of hot dry. They kind of backed up on the heat a little bit. Hadn't been nearly as hot yesterday. Sunday is what it had been being. But they did have 97 and 98 in our forecast, but I think they took that out. Using a V10 H&S wheel rake and wheel rake. I got a bunch of grease certs on it that I've got to where they won't take, so I need to get my grease hammer out, get them shot through. It'd be cool if I have some video of that. Maybe I'll do that. Try to do that tomorrow. Anyway, this is what we're doing. This is what happens when they grade our roads when it's real dry. See that up there? I'm a quarter mile behind that vehicle. No, closer to a half a mile now. If it wasn't for a little wind, I wouldn't be able to see nothing. And they graded this road today. I don't know why in the world they're grading it. I've had it rain in over 2 weeks. No potholes. We're to go out here and waste diesel and man hours grading this road. This is like their favorite one to grade. It gets graded every week, whether it needs it or not. East 40 Road. I don't know why they love grading it so much. They do have it narrowed up to where you can't hardly meet a vehicle on it without stopping. That was a semi truck ahead of me, hauling some piece of equipment. And he was going quite a lot faster than me. Yeah, my windshield's dirty. Just picking up the corners here. Scott's baling for me. Probably baled half of what I had to bale today or more. I just got wore out. About the time he got off from sawing the mill, I got a hold of him. I told him, "Can you come and bale? I just don't feel good." I went home for a little bit. I think it's the first time he's baled with Identity Crisis. Identity Crisis has really fast hydraulics compared to his 1086. The hydraulic pump must turn about twice as fast. And I realize the one he's got could be some more out. It's not like it's any kind of new. My carrier bearing's making some racket on the drive shaft on that baler. Been doing that ever since we started this year, so I've been babying it along. The bearing and everything's still in there, but it's gonna make some racket when you do it turning. Picking up the last little bit of corners for today. We'll have all this down here at the place I bought from Dad, that we all affectionately know as Tommy's. It was my dad's Uncle Tommy's place. The land that I got of that's 116 acres, but we probably only bale 50, maybe 60 of it. And then the rest you can see down there, the woods down there. This actually has a creek that runs through the hayfield and cuts the hayfield down in there into 3 pieces. They never did this bottom ground like this in the pasture. This here is just pasture land. But we baled this in the hill where I baled square bales at the other day. I guess that was last week. We finished them up. This Tuesday, the hay we baled today was cut yesterday. Really wish you wouldn't stop to put the string on, because when you do it makes a little mound of hay. I'd rather that was scattered out. He knows this. We may see it here in a little bit. I don't know if I'll still be recording when he comes up here. We're going to try to fill it up with diesel. I done some work on my step on this tractor to make it a lot easier to get in and out of. I really like it. I wish all of our tractors had the extra step that one's got. And it's not perfect or neat or nothing like that, but it sure does save on having to lift your foot halfway to your hip to get on the first step. Gonna finish it off with a little bale, aren't we? I don't know, I may have even videoed this step deal, but man, I really like it. You guys has got a 1086 and you're getting older than my age or all wore out, you ought to think about building you one of these steps. And this is the step off from a semi truck. cut the bottom step out and welded it right in there. What's the monitor say? How many did you make?
Few.
He made 2 bales.
Yeah, just a couple of them.